talk about crochet and crochet accessories. Today is the day 8 in my 12 days of Vlogust, and I'm headed to work this morning, back in the truck again. And what is up with all these school buses already? Oh my gosh, for real? Oh, I just got used to driving with the traffic clear and stuff. Anyway, how y'all doing today? It's Thursday, August the 8th, 2019, approximately 7:15 a.m. Feels pretty good out here this morning. I didn't check the temperature, but it does feel pretty good out here. So anyway, yeah, feels good. It feels good. Yep, so we played pool last night. We won our division playoffs. So we go on now to our next level tournament, which is in September, I believe. And there we will play other teams in other divisions around the Birmingham area. And if we win there, then we go back to the big tournament next June to play for Vegas. Do these school buses have children's on them? Or are they just doing a test run today? I saw 2 or 3 things the past few days. There's some kind of... Oh, now this is really cool, and I would really like to do this. I don't think I have y'all as stable, so there may be a little flopping around. But seriously, trying to keep this short. Yeah, okay. I saw something kind of cool this week, like an event on Facebook or something, that they're having a float-in at Rickwood Caverns. I think that's a state park. Anyway, Rickwood Caverns, and then they have a pool. And they're having a float-in, and they're doing movies when the 10th, which I guess would be Saturday. And they're playing Jaws. And you can either like buy your ticket and bring your own inner tube to float around in the water during Jaws. How cool would that be? And then, or you could buy a lesser price ticket and just sit on the sidelines with the rest of the wimps. I would so be in that water. But what would make it even cooler would be if they had it at a wave pool, like at Point Mallard. Oops, stopping. Yeah, if they had it at a wave pool, like in Point Mallard in Decatur, Alabama, that is, they have Olympic-sized pool, where they, in the past, they've had some kind of massive diving competitions, and they've got these diving decks that are way high. But anyway, I'm not that brave. Oh, and here's the big Catholic church that always does the big festivals for Labor Day. And I tell you what, they've got... I was in there for bingo last year, and it was just so cool sitting around with the grannies. That's where I need to go and find me a crochet buddy. But it was so funny because a bingo caller, there was this one little lady, and if she wasn't 100 years old, then I don't know what she was. But she was just so cute and sweet and like feisty and all that good stuff, that somebody that's 100 years old should be, because they deserve it. Anyway, so they were calling bingo last year. It might have been 2 years. I know I was still driving, so it could have been the past 2 years. And the guy calling it, of course, he was the, the priest, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm not Catholic, so I'm not sure the proper terminology. But he was calling the cards and everything. And this one little old lady, man, these little old ladies got like 12 cards out there going dot, 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 all of their stuff. Anyway, these had like slide cards or whatever, but you could just hear the little sister over there going, you know, for the drummers, it sounded like she was doing paradiddles on her bingo cards. But then she called bingo, and they checked her card, and she didn't have a bingo. And so the priest said, yeah, Sister Mary Margaret needs to take one less trip to her car today. I was like, oh no, he didn't. Oh, that was so funny. But yeah, buddy, I hear you. I'm tired this morning. That pool stuff during the week is hard on us old folks. I think we finally got through about 12:30. Y'all know how many subjects I've just jumped around to for the past like 2 minutes? What was the first subject I was talking about? Pool. So we won. Yeah, we won. And I, with the very first match out, I think that's the dude that hangs out over there where I should go. Squirrel. And the very first match out, you know, I took me a little nap before I got there. I mean, before I left to go there. And then, you know, sometimes if I don't get enough coffee, then I still got my grumpy pants on by the time I get there, and people will speak to me and I'm like, what? It's one of those stupids that make you crease your forehead. So we flipped to choose who puts up the first player, and they flipped. They won the toss, so they chose to defer. They decided that we could put up first, and I'm like, cool, that's cool, you know. And we actually flipped early, but then I guess they considered that official start time, and you have like, I think 2 minutes to put a player up, to put your choice up. And 2 minutes later, they're coming over there, Cindy, who are you choosing? Because we're fixing to call a forfeit if you don't put a player up right now. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? I flipped early so we could be choosing and so we could actually start on time for a change. And I was talking to the team and everything. I mean, this is playoffs, you know, you got to kind of strategize a little more than regular week. And I said, yeah, we're going to call it a forfeit if you don't put somebody up right now. I said, fine, I'll play. That's all you had to do, because I whooped the tar out of people that forced my hand like that. And I did last time. And I just can't help it. I just whoop you. That's all there is to it. So I get up to play. And of course, if you heckle other players or whatever, you can get called for sharking, and that'll be a foul, you know. So I was kidding with the guy. Now I play in 8-ball. There are rank levels from 3 to 7. I'm kind of in the middle. I mean 2 to 7. 2 being the lowest, 7 being the highest, and the best player. So I'm a 4. I have been a 5 in the past, like just this session, but I lost a couple of games to some lower ranks, and I dropped back down somehow. But anyway, that's all good and fine, and all that stuff just gives me the advantage. So I played this guy who was a 7. I mean, he threw himself up, or they threw him after I threw myself. Now, I personally am not throwing a high rank against someone at my level, unless, we need a sure win, and and knows that I can bring the heat, right? So I think he won the first and second one, so I'm still only needing to win 2, and he still needs to win 3 more. And then the third match, we both play, and you know, I'm playing down to the 8 ball with him. I don't, you know, I'm going to work for my win. I'm not going to just take it. However, if you give it to me, I'm going to take it. Now, he got down to the 8 ball, and at this point, you know, he's already a little cocky, which, you know, the higher ranks are, they tend to be a little cocky because they think they can't be beat, number 1, and that's their first mistake. Everybody can be beat. Whoa, dude, that was a little loud right there. And I personally had rather play a 7 than a 2, because bless their little hearts, sometimes those little 2s, and it took a long time for me to learn this, but sometimes those 2s, well, for the most, they're babes in the pool woods, and they don't always know exactly where they're going to leave their ball, and you know, stuff like that. Just beginners or whatever, give them that. But they will, it's hard to beat them because they have to get so few a games. Now, if I had played a 2, I would have had to win 4 before they won 2, and you know, that's just a whole another world right there. Anyway, and I'm betting y'all didn't even want to get into all this morning, but this is why I'm so tired. This whole long story longer thing. So then third match, he gets down to the 8 ball, and he makes the 8 ball, and then that cue ball just keeps slow rolling towards the pocket, and it drops. So he scratched on the 8 ball, so there's my first win. Yes. Even though I had 1 ball left and then the 8 ball. So like I said, I'm going to work for my win, right? I'm not going to just expect somebody to give it to me. But then, so yeah, that makes me only have to win 1 more, and him needing 3. So I am a pretty good player for a girl, all that. Oh, dude, but you know what? Here's a squirrel. There was this truck just passed me, and even though it's a Ford, bless its heart, it had Wonder Woman in its back windows. That's so cool. I'm just not that bold. Okay, this car in front of me, I don't know what's up with it, but it's like slowing down below 50 miles an hour. Alright. So then what? So then I think he wins 1 more, which when you win like that, even though it's a win and a point, it's considered an unskilled win, which understandably. But then he won the next one. So then he only needs 2 more, and I need 1 more. And then that next rack, my fire was lit, buddy. I ran that table and dropped an 8 ball. Cha-ching! Win for sin. Yeah. And so that was pretty sweet. But then about 1. Gotta let the dogs out. Finally get in bed 1:30 or 2, probably close to 2. Back up at supposed to be 4, but I slept in this morning till almost 5. And now I think I forgot to turn my dryer off before I left. Maybe not. I know it turns itself off, but I'm weird like that. So today, ramble on. Watch this car. It's gonna try to get around me. Oh, maybe not. So I only got 2 bag holders made yesterday for the vets. So I think I'm gonna make 2 or 3 more, and then. Okay, so I didn't take them by there. I'm sorry. I flubbed my first flubbed day. Am I fixing to be late already? My first flubbed day of my giving. But I'll try not to let it happen again. So today, what I'm going to do is, back to that. I'm going to make 2 or 3 more and take them by probably this weekend. So therefore, I may make some dish towels too, dishcloths for them. So today, what I'm going to give on the 8th day of August, I have a coworker that is a little youngin', and he's finally moving out of Mama's house and getting his own place. He and a roommate, I don't know if this is a partner, a roommate, or just friend, or what. Don't even know what the politically correct term is these days. But them being so young and everything, they do, oh gosh, this shoulder though, they do shop at the markets and whatever. So I am giving him and them a market bag. This market bag, is this the Durab Creations market bag? Maybe. I think so. Or is this... This may be Zines and Roger. Anyway, this is that blue and yellow and orange and white that I got in a huge ball at the thrift store. And I never could find the color of it, but it's got to be some kind of beachy thing. So I'm going to give them that for grocery shopping, because they said they'd rather. And if I have enough of it, I may make them a plastic bag holder too, because they try not to use, he says they try not to use that many. And then I have a dishcloth in the same color. So I'm just going to give them that as a little housewarming kind of thing. And like I said, if I have, I think I have a small ball of that left. Yarn is life. Big Daddy. I'm at work now. It's gonna be a long day, kids. It's gonna be a long day. But today, get through today and tomorrow. I guess you thought I forgot you. Hang on. Let me get you right here. Sorry. Get through today and tomorrow, and I am off for a few days. And if I know me, I'll sit there and crochet and do nothing. Never know. My pants are feeling like they're on backwards this morning. I'm so tired. Running on a couple hours sleep this morning. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give them that bag and dish towel and try to figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow. I had an idea, but now I'm not. I've already forgotten what it was. Anyway, we'll work on it and figure out what we're going to do. I guess this wraps up day 8 because, like I said before, I cannot edit or splice or whatever. So let's go to work, get this day and tomorrow over with, and take a few days off again. Oh, I was talking about the shark thing earlier too. Okay, never mind. I may do this entire thing over because I've just rambled here and there, to and fro. But if not, give me a minute to get untired, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. See ya. Bye.